You may already be a tactical investor where you're saying, I'm going to increase my stock holdings because I see that they're undervalued. They're really cheap right now. Or I'm going to buy some real estate because I see it's cheap right now. But you may be wanting to take your investing just up a notch. You've seen other people that you're saying, wow, they're really, really advanced investors. I see them doing some really cool things. What are they doing and how are they doing that? In this video, I'm going to share that last, most advanced level of investing that many people aspire to, and that is what I like to call being an investor, because you're being an investor with your entire being. Welcome to Retire Certain. This channel is about helping people have enough money so they can live how they want. I share what I've learned from about 40 years of investing in just about everything. And this series is about helping people see the different ways they can invest. Everything from really, really simple cocktail napkin approach, where you start out with the most basic, simple strategy that will fit on a cocktail napkin, as has become very popular these days, all the way to being an investor. We went from, notebook paper to, whiteboards, but now we're at that highest level. And the reasoning for this is to help you see where you are now and where you aspire to be and what works for you based on your net worth, on how much you want your net worth to be, on your interests, your skills, your passions, and what you want to achieve with your investing. Now, at the level of being, it's really about enjoyment and fulfillment. It's about loving investing. I love investing. I think it is one of the most exciting and interesting things. And so I think people, when they get to the being level of investing, they're just interested in it, but they also find it fulfilling. And that's why it can be so ideal for retirees or people that, are retiring a little bit early so that they can immerse themselves in investing and provide maybe even more than if they had kept on working another decade or so. So it's fulfilling, and people at this level enjoy investing. It's part of who they are. They're noticing opportunities because they've decided to be investors. And this is really, you can see how this is super, super different from either just, spending minimal time throwing, 40% in bonds and 60% in stock index. It's a completely different way of being. At this level, most investors are also, they're into alternative investments, one or more. So examples might be real estate rentals, which we're doing. But it's probably a little beyond that, because real estate rentals we threw into an earlier, less advanced level. So it may include real estate rentals. It may also include small business. It may be your own small business, or it may be investing in someone else's small business, perhaps angel investing, or it may be buying an online business, or venture capital investing, or early stage investing. There's so many different things. It could be real estate lending. So it's looking at all the possibilities and saying, of all these different options, what makes sense for me and my financial goals and where I want to be. But it's looking at the vast array of opportunities. It's so many people, almost everybody just thinks of investing as stocks and bonds, maybe real estate, but it's so much bigger. The world is your oyster, I like to say, and there's always an opportunity somewhere. So at this level, investors are going the next level. You may have heard me mention here, we now own real estate, rental real estate, as well as online businesses. And we've invested in other small businesses as well. We didn't know when we started out creating income streams after stumbling into early retirement about 15 years ago that all this would transpire. But it has, and it's very interesting and engaging, and it's very, very fulfilling. And then the next thing that I want to say about this level is that a lot of people at this level, a lot of investors at the being level, they work with financial advisors or wealth managers to manage at least a portion of their portfolio, because doing all of this can be overwhelming, but there may be opportunities. So it may be, that you pick up some real estate rentals because you see that it's an exceptional opportunity, and 5 years later you decide to start an online business, and then you've got your core portfolio in stocks and bonds. It's not like you do this all at once. We didn't do any of this all at once. It just sort of gradually happens as you see opportunities, but you don't necessarily have to do it or even want to do it all yourself, so that you can keep a level of sanity and have a balanced life. So at this level, an investor usually has at least a team, if not a wealth manager that's involved or someone else that's involved. Now, let me say that you don't have to be wealthy to be at the being level of being an investor. You don't have to be wealthy, but wealthy people are being investors. They are at this level, but someone can start with a small amount of money. Particularly, you've probably heard me say here, investing perhaps through your employer in a retirement fund, in stocks and bonds, or you could start a little side hustle, some sort of online business, or a little bit of consulting on the side. You can work your way into it. None of those things cost a lot of money, and they're all very, very doable at different levels. If you've enjoyed this series, let me know. But the being is the very highest and last level of investing. And again, there's nothing wrong with any of these levels of investing. There's the cocktail napkin, and I do have, as I've said, a couple of concerns about that level. And there's all the way up through the level of being. So where are you now, and where do you aspire to be? If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up below the video and leave a comment and let me know.